Hey guys, Thunderhound369 here. Just with a little quick video. Just want to make a little quick video response to Kalelprime's Getting to Know a Transformers Fan Part 4, the reboot. Been having quite a fun time watching all these videos of everybody that's doing this little video coming through my inbox. I've been enjoying that. I know this has been going on for quite a while, and I wasn't around for the first two, but I did manage to squeeze in just at the third strike when it come out. I'd been on YouTube for a couple of months just before that and responded to that, so wanted to go ahead and throw my hat into the ring again. Now, a lot of the questions, the answers, pretty much I went back and watched the old video. Pretty much my answers are pretty much the same as that, so some minor changes, not a whole lot, but we'll go ahead and get started here so we don't stretch this thing out into some big hour-long free-for-all. Number one is, how long have you been a Transformers fan? Well, I can't say all my life because I'm too damn old for that. Since 1984, but before then I was in the early mid-70s. I was a fan of robots then because my parents actually bought me a couple of those big 2-foot-tall Shogun Warrior robots, and I kind of got hooked on robots ever since. So, been hooked on Transformers, been a fan of them ever since 1984. GoBots before then. So, number two is my standout moment. What's my standout moment? The only standout moment that I have really is a friend of mine and myself had planned to go to a convention back in the early 90s. Due to financial problems, I couldn't make it, so I sent some books by him to get autographed. One of the names he brought back was a Neil Yomtov, who was the main colorist for the Marvel Transformers comic at that time. He colored pretty much the whole entire 80-issue series run, the 4-part Headmasters, the movie adaptation, the handbook, pretty much anything that Transformers came out with back then, he pretty much colored it. And back then they actually hand-colored comics. They didn't do this digital coloring, because back then it actually said colorist instead of colors by. And so pretty much, Neil Yomtov, they chained him to a desk and said, "Here, color all these." I know you used to see little blurbs in the Transformers comics back then about who they would aggravate at the person of the month they would aggravate, and pretty much Neil Yomtov took all the flack. And plus, I got his autograph on issue 1 of the old series. Got his autograph on the first issue of the handbook, as well as the g.i.joe crossover, as well as the first issue of the movie adaptation, as well as anything else, the first issue of anything else he happened to do at that time. As well as my friend brought me back a picture of Neil Yomtov, which he autographed. So Tiger? Shame on you. Sorry about that, guys. Tiger, you just got a picture of one of the cats. One of the four. There you go. So that's my standout moments, getting Neil Yomtov's autograph, because I really wanted to be a comic book colorist, inker at that time, but I just didn't know how to follow that path, and things went a different direction for me. So, number 3, favorite Transformer of all time is still pretty much Generation 1 Soundwave. It'll always be him. Number 4, my prized Transformer possession still is my 20th anniversary. I can never get that said right. 20th anniversary Masterpiece Optimus Prime. That's my prized Transformer possession. My favorite fan fiction is still the old Generation 1 Marvel comics. A couple standout stories include the Underbase Saga and the Matrix Quest. 2 real good stories there. Number 6, what do you do outside of YouTube? Or outside of collecting Transformers? Pretty much I work, spend time with my family. You know, I work anywhere 60 to 70 hours a week. Schedule's always flip-flopping. Right now I'm on day shift, working mostly weekends, but, you know, I do have a little bit of time to do videos, but still, you know, I work, spend time with my family. That's pretty much it. I would say play a lot of video games, but that's kind of slacked off over the last year. Don't really do that a whole lot anymore. But that's pretty much what I do, is work and spend time with the family. The origin of my YouTube username, nothing fancy, just random names, random numbers. Just throw a name out there. If it's stuck, it's stuck. If it didn't, I throw something out. You know, just Thunderhound 369. It's nothing fancy, just something I threw together. Just random words, random numbers. They're just random, because I'm like that. I'm just random. Number 8 is, who is your favorite reviewer? Well, I don't want to start throwing out a bunch of names, because, you know, it kind of, you know, I'd leave somebody out, but I do have 3 picked out. As far as Transformers go, that would have to go to ZizzleRizzle8707. I really enjoy watching Zach's videos. Of course, you know, the reason why is because he pretty much supported my channel pretty much before I even started throwing videos up. So, Zach, I appreciate that. So he's been around the channel before I even started throwing up videos. So, Zach, you've been a great supporter of my channel all this time. So he's my favorite Transformer reviewer. As far as G.I.Joe reviewers go, I have to throw that over to Lunacy05. Great reviewer in his own right. I mean, he does a little bit of everything else, you know, especially these Exo Squad videos he's been throwing up here lately. But G.I. Joe I got to go to Lunacy05 on that one. But as far as an all-around great deal, I really enjoy watching Pixel Dan. I kind of discovered his videos, you know, just a few months after I started, like a couple years ago, I started doing YouTube. I discovered Pixel Dan and everybody over at the Pop Culture Network, the crew over there, just amazing crew, amazing guys. You know, they do great videos. I really enjoy watching Pixel Dan a whole lot. So if you've never been over there, guys, I highly recommend going and checking out the Pop Culture Network. Really awesome, great guys, good crew over there. My Holy Grail. Now, I know Kal-El put a twist on this by saying that the Holy Grail does not exist. So, you know, it's a toy that does not exist, you can never have. Well, I've got a physical Holy Grail, and I've actually got one of those non-existent Holy Grails. My physical Holy Grail is still my Generation 1 Abominus, which I'm pretty much about to complete that. I know the last time I did this, I didn't have it completed. It's been 2 years, so they're on their way. They're on their way. That's all I can say. Ripper, Snapper, and Blot are on their way. They're on their way. So that's done. Get him out of the way. Move on to something else. My Holy Grail that actually does not exist, the way Kalelprime put this, and it's going to sound a bit odd. There was a character in the Generation 1 Marvel Comics. What was that? Generation 1 Marvel Comics. Right at the last few issues or so, like around about 78, 79, somewhere there, called The Last Autobot. I would really love it to see if some third-party company or Hasbro would put this out in the Generations line, but I would love to have an existing toy of The Last Autobot. So there's my non-existent Holy Grail for right now. And number 10, what would you transform into? That has not changed from the video either. It is still a Hind gunship. A Hind gunship. Because those things have just been always been impressive to me. And that's just what I want. That's what I would transform into, is a Hind gunship helicopter. So there's my answers. This is my video response to Kalelprime's Getting to Know a Transformers Fan 4, the reboot. It's been fun. I hope everybody's enjoyed the video. Thank you, Mr. Kalelprime. Thank you, sir, for this. It's been an honor and a pleasure doing this for the second time. Guys, I'm Thunderhound369. Till next time, I'm out of here. See y'all.